Ankit now joins us live currently to take us through the extent of the Israeli strikes inside Iran. Ankit, thanks so much for making time for us. Take us through the latest updates, the extent of the Israeli strikes inside Iran, including that new missile site in Yazd. How big a shift is this in Israel's strategy?
All right, before we speak about, the impact in the strikes, let me very quickly tell you right now I'm at the Indian Embassy. You see the flag fluttering over my head. And under Operation Sindhu, the evacuations of Indian citizens, in fact, have begun from here. Let me very quickly turn the camera and show you right outside the embassy. There is this long queue. You can see that bus, in fact, standing there, and the officials waiting for the Indian citizens, those who want to leave Israel at this moment, in fact, being facilitated by the Government of India and the Ministry of External Affairs in the evacuation plans under Operation Sindhu. You would also see this is the route from the embassy, the earmarked, in fact, entrance, and you would see that entry for Operation Sindhu written right there. The two buses have just lined up with this fresh batch of the Indian citizens, those who want to leave Israel because of the tensions and what we saw after the massive barrage of missiles which came in yesterday. You would see all these people coming in at this moment. Another bus, in fact, just stopping here, and people will get out from this as well. So far about 300 Indians have taken the land route and have been evacuated from Jordan and Egypt, and then later, of course, being flown into New Delhi. And as we speak, in these two buses, another set of the Indian citizens here in Israel have come. You'll see families, in fact, with kids and with all their belongings here now, and moving towards the section of the Indian embassy where arrangements have been made. The process will, in fact, first they will be processed, and after that, at about 8:30 a.m. local time, it is expected that they would be taken from here on these buses to the land route in Jordan and also from Egypt, largely from Jordan, where they will be taken from these buses to Amman, the capital of Jordan, and from there, of course, will be flown back to the national capital, New Delhi. So this is, in fact, the evacuation process which has started here from yesterday in Israel as well. Remember, we have been talking about the number of people, those who have been coming in from Iran, and people in Israel as well, those who want to leave amidst this tension which has started after the conflict between Israel and Iran. They are also now being evacuated from Tel Aviv. So in Tel Aviv, these two buses, I also saw some people using taxis and other vehicles also coming in here, and now all of them are going inside the embassy, as you see behind me, and would be taken. The gentleman in the white shirt is an official from the Indian embassy coordinating this effort here in Tel Aviv. Since yesterday, more than 300 Indians have been evacuated from Israel, and now a fresh batch, as we speak, is also being taken at 8:30, which is about half an hour, 40 minutes from right now. All these people will be then through the land route be evacuated largely to Jordan, Amman, and from there they will be flown in. Yes.
As my colleague Ankit Tyagi is reporting from ground zero in Israel's Tel Aviv, the evacuation of Indian citizens has begun. There are long queues, as you can see in these visuals playing out on your screens at the moment. This is outside the embassy in Tel Aviv, where my colleague Ankit Tyagi is. Ankit, meanwhile, Tehran is saying there will be no return to diplomacy until retaliation. But can you tell us what Iran's most likely options on the table are now? What are we picking up on?
Well, there are limited options as far as Iran is concerned, but to, in fact, at this moment, go on the escalation ladder. Iran has already written to the United Nations asking for strong condemnation, from the United Nations for their nuclear facilities being attacked. Diplomatically, not many countries at this moment standing in Iran's corner, though, Russia and China have both strongly condemned the whole attack. But just being on the shifting the focus here, you would see the people, those who are at this moment being taken inside the embassy. And from there, they would, as I said, would be at around half an hour. After half an hour, they would be taken away. If you give me a moment, what I will try and do, I will try and go inside and try and get in a word from few of those people, those who are going in at this moment. But just give me a moment. I will try and see if we can get in a word from the Indians, those who are leaving at this moment.
Meanwhile, Ankit, is there political unity within Israel on this ongoing campaign, or are there growing voices warning against escalation as far as Israel is concerned?
Well, that's interesting that you asked me this, because yesterday when I had gone to some places where in North Tel Aviv, some suburbs which were bombed, I met a few people, those who were strongly in support of what the government is doing. They said we are suffering, but we will want the government to finish this operation. On the other hand, I did meet a few people, those who were saying that they are tired of this war and they want this entire situation to end. Parmeshwar, as I said, if you give me a moment, I would be able to go inside and speak to a few of those people. Just hang on and we'll just be back with reactions from those who are being evacuated from